Let's connect it up, guys. All right. We're going to wait for it to connect about a minute early. Spoiler warning for season 10, episode 12, but the show, comic stuff, Walking Dead spoilers for sure. If you are going to be in the chat, please do not post spoilers until the last half hour in the chat because some people don't watch. They don't want to know spoilers, but we're going to talk about the episode in the last half hour, maybe 35 minutes of the hour-long live stream. But today, March 15th, 2020, guys, we made it. We're here. It's crazy. It's been a crazy week. It started last week with daylight savings. Then we had a full moon, Friday 13th, all this crazy stuff. It's just like crazy. So hopefully you're okay. You're safe. You're somewhere safe. We're there. It's one of those things where, man, we made it here. Rule Ghost, I did see season 10, episode 13's promo. I already did a breakdown of it. I'll post it later today. I got my review done of season 10, episode 12. I got that breakdown of my review as well. And I'm going to be making other videos, probably maybe one later today, but definitely tomorrow and later this week. So spoiler warning for The Walking Dead show, comics, all that stuff. But again, guys, please do not post anything in the chat for spoilers except for the last half hour or so when we talk about it. Spoiler there too. So the first half hour, spoiler free, just to talk about a couple things. So hopefully you're safe. Hopefully you're somewhere safe. Quarantine, whatever it is on there too. And, I don't know what to make of the situation that's going around the world today right now, but as a healthcare professional, a doctor of physical therapy, I do treat patients. And I see patients on a daily basis. And so it can be a little crazy. And you don't know what people have and what people don't. But it's also, when people are coughing and sneezing, you may look at them a little bit like, what is that? Well, it is allergy season, cold and flu season. It's one of those things where, people are going crazy in supermarkets and everything. And my wife and I, we went to the supermarket yesterday, like we usually do. We go to Publix. That's a big, grocery store here in Florida. And we usually go on Saturday anyways. But we went earlier because my wife had to go to work because it's tax season and it's busy season for work and everything for that. So she had to go in on today and she's in there right now. But, she and I went to Publix and she had to get a couple things for this and that. And we went down the, paper aisle, the paper towels, toilet paper stuff, right? So it's interesting because they didn't have toilet paper in Publix. We didn't need it, but that's what you hear and that's what you see. And there's all these memes going around and all these different pictures going around. And they said we had 10 seasons of The Walking Dead and not once did we see them fight about toilet paper. And it's true, but that's a necessity in life. Somewhat, right? It's not like food, water, shelter, toilet paper. It's a creature comfort. It's a thing. That's one of those things. So, I don't know. I just not understanding why people are panicking about toilet paper and getting paper goods of paper towels. And, it's just one of those crazy things. But so I just had to put that out there. And you could see people wearing masks, people wearing gloves, people acting like everyone needs to be nice to each other, even though the person that said that is causing a problem at times. It's just crazy. But either way, be safe out there too. Now, with that being said, the craziness in the world, that I just feel like the world is shutting down. You can't fly around and you can't leave the country and cruise lines are shut down and sporting events are shut down. And, today is supposed to be Selection Sunday for March Madness, college basketball. And some people don't, they don't care about sports, but sports are a big deal. But the safety and priority of people should be safety and health and just keeping people, safe and healthy and, not putting in a dangerous situation, right? So I can understand it. It just kind of sucks. So the other thing that impacts us for tonight is Talking Dead is whatever you want to say, canceled, suspended, whatever. It's not airing. It's not going to be live tonight. And we're not going to have the special surprise guests. We're not going to have anything that's going to be tonight. People are like, well, you shouldn't have said cancel. You shouldn't. Well, it's canceled. It's not on. They're not having a new episode tonight. So whatever you want to make of it, it's just crazy, right? So ultimately, Talking Dead is not going to be tonight, which sucks because I was excited to see who the special surprise guests were. And then it looks like they don't know about next week, but next week is going through the Michonne episode. And I really hoped Denai Guerrero would be there. So can you do like have some sort of show without the studio audience. I mean, I just don't know why they're not doing Talking Dead. People can't fly, maybe, or people can't get there. Maybe that's the reason. But either way, I understand it. It just kind of sucks. But either way, Walking Dead season 10, episode 11. Let's talk about it. Last week, good episode, great episode. One of those things where it's action packed, build things up, and did a lot of stuff. And it was a good episode. Even though the tactics of stuff was like, what are you doing with that? You should have just dug a trench and dug a moat or done something and just put some trees down in a way. Or so, you could have done a better strategy than, just building an electrified wire fence, electrified wire around. And it was kind of cool to see, but it didn't work. Hilltop got, lit up, literally. It was the fire budget has been crazy for this season. It's the fire season for sure. You had the fire season. We had the fire in the woods, and then the fire at Hilltop, and then the fire. It's just crazy for the fire stuff. But it's awesome. It's very entertaining. It's doing a great job. I think that they've done some great stuff for The Walking Dead this season. Season 9 was good. Season 10, and it's been good. It's been a great season so far. And again, I'll talk about season 10. Episode 12 in the last half hour. And oh man, all I can say is that it's a good episode. I enjoyed it thoroughly. It's definitely up there as one of my favorite episodes of the series. Not the season, because it definitely is, but the series for sure. So I'm excited to see about, what's going to happen for the future of it. The last half of it is just pretty cool. So let's see. Heisenberg. Heisenberg, let me answer the question. I had to proofread it first because I don't want to have any spoilers for it. But do you think Alpha finds Judith and Negan will have a choice to kill Alpha or remain loyal to her? If this is the case, usually Negan will save Judith. So something kind of comes up in the lines of that. I don't want to answer too much of that because it kind of gives some stuff away. But there's stuff that's kind of by the lines of your question, Heisenberg. But again, I'll talk about it in the last half hour with the spoilers because I don't want to ruin it for anybody there too. So. And it's funny when, I make a bunch of videos and I put spoiler warning at the beginning. And then when I talk about a spoiler again, I give another spoiler warning or mature content warning. And people still complain about it. Be like, I thought it was going to be about this. And you talked about this. Well, I gave the spoiler warning for what it was going to be. But, that's what people love to do. And people will always complain about everything. So I don't know. But what kind of stinks too, I'm going to go off topic a little bit here, is that my wife and I, we got tickets to see A Quiet Place 2 next Saturday. Since the world is shutting down, Earth is closed, that we aren't able to go to that movie because John Krasinski, the network or the studio, they stopped the premiere of it. So it's not going to premiere this week. It's going to be later on this year.